Hello, welcome back to Derail Valley with Freddy. I thought I'd start this video off a little bit different and talk about what the future plans are for Derail Valley as the developers have released this information, and what my plans are with it in regards to my current series. So, as we can see in front of us, we've got future plans up. Date last modified, October 11th, 2024. There has been a lot done, as you can see, top 3 here. Foundations part 1, 2 and 3 have been done. Part 4, to be announced of what exactly it is, although they have given us further information below. 25 work in progress, paid DLC. I will be purchasing this for myself because I am enjoying the game. I love it. And I'm addicted to it quite well. So I am actually looking forward to it. We'll talk a little bit more about that because they have released some information on it as well. AI trains, really looking forward to this. I think that will add a whole new dynamic to it. Passenger trains, definitely looking forward to that. And extras. So I'll have a scroll down. Foundation Part 4, we're going to see 2 new trains, 2 new work trains, 3 new cars, new simulation elements, nice. More train modding improvements, awesome. New locations in the existing map, ooh. 10 new industries, awesome. Bit more diversity of getting around different places. 2 new cities, nice. 27 villages, that'll be part of the passengers. A bonus yard, nice. Railways rework, layout modifications, better map coverage, adaptations to accommodate new features and locations, future proofing for AI trains, passenger trains, and customization milestones, double tracks, so I'll have a one each way system ready for the AI trains. Awesome. Sign placement improvements. I think this does need, because at the moment certain corners and speed reductions you have to be very aware of what you're doing. New types of bridges, viaducts, tunnels and landslide walls, awesome. Electrification infrastructure, ooh, nice. Passenger stops, track age variation, I'm looking forward to that. Bit of diversity to the look of the track. Gameplay, they're going to redo the economy. Ooh, excuse me. You have to forgive me, it is hot as hell here at the moment in the UK. So, paid DLC. New US inspired train pack and map. Ooh. What impresses me most with this is the little bit here. Trans map deliveries. We are going to be able to bounce from the base game map to the DLC map and back and forth, including trans map deliveries. So picking up a job, say in the base game map, to go to the DLC map and vice versa. This does, yes. Now AI trains I think are going to work in 2 different ways. It's going to add traffic and a bit more, what's the word, a bit more life to the map rather than just us driving around. But as well, we're going to have to be very conscious of signals and directions we are travelling, because the AI trains are going to change all these signals. So, can the AI get into derail situations which can end up blocking routes? This could be adding whole new elements to the game. Passengers, pretty self-explanatory. You're going to have passengers, move passenger trains around on certain schedules to get to a certain station by a certain time, drop off passengers, reload, move on to the next one. Normal passenger stuff, just something a bit different. I think it'll be nice. The extras. moving about pedestrians, wildlife and road traffic, so it's not just stationary, it's a live map. And one that does interest me as well, an extra bit to the realism side, human mechanics for hardcore players, eating, ability to get hurt, etc. An optional physical re-railing using cranes and re-railers. Nice. Now they do say it is a small team that work on Derail Valley, so parts that get released take time. I have no problem with this, but it does mean for the purpose of doing YouTube videos, we are going to reach stages where there is going to be a lull till something new releases, which is why I'm looking to possibly do another series on a not so challenging difficulty, let you guys see a bit more. So that's what we've currently got going on with that. So onwards and upwards with Derail Valley itself. Back to the episode, back to our regularly scheduled viewing. So we're here, been to the shop, and we need to decide where we are going next, because we don't have any more engines to sort out down at the museum. We're just purely building money, and I honestly can't remember exactly what we were up to, apart from we've dropped all the jobs off here at Machine Factory. Now we have 2 jobs here, both going to the military base. Could do those, not the greatest amount of money, but it is a sort of natural progression up along. Over to the military base would be a heck of a lot of money, probably going back down to the harbour. I feel like we've kind of done this a lot. You know, we've done this sort of route from Machine Factory to the harbour and back again and back again and back again a lot. I feel like it's time to start mixing things up a bit. You know, having a bit more fun, doing other jobs just to get the money up. So we're going to leave that. I feel like doing just military jobs is just an easy way to break us up to 3 million. And it's not a challenge. So let's have a look in here, see what we've got. Well, we want to go to the sawmill because we want to go down here, which I do believe here is our caboose. So sawmill, that's definitely going to be a job. Job going up to Iron Ore Mine West. Oh, we were just after money. That would probably be a good idea. So if we're going to sawmill, we're not going to City South, that's City West. Oh, well, north. Oh, well, north is over here. So we've only really got this one little job going to sawmill. But there is a good chance we're going to pick up something else at sawmill that's going to go somewhere else. Because we are not limited to, oh, we've got to go back to the harbour, we've got to go here, we've got to go there. We're only limited by the fuel we're carrying. We've got 3 engines, so we've got a lot of fuel. We're doing little jobs like this, we can really build up the money. Because we can just run one engine, run an engine, and we can go further around the map before refueling. Remember, with all those linked blue cables, we don't need to, what time is it? It's 9 PM. I think we're going to have a sleep. See if anything else perks up in the morning. We'll also do a bit of daytime running as well. But more than likely, we're going to be going down to sawmill. So let's have a sleep. Sleep through. Go 6 o'clock because that's when the weather resets. And it's better for you guys to be able to see the train moving about in the day. I'm not so worried if the jobs change. They change, they change. So, we've still got the sawmill. Sawmill job is still here. Awesome. It is daytime. And we're looking for a beautiful day. Awesome. Awesome. So there's nothing else I'm really seeing there which is really going to affect us. So it's just this one job. deliver wood scrap down to the sawmill. Not an overly challenging one, but hey ho. You know, that's not what it's all about. So let's get back over to our train. Because we've slept, we need to check over everything on the train, so we'll start at the back. So inside, yep. Handbrake off on that one, brakes cut out. Handbrake off on that one. Brakes cut out. Handbrake will generally stay off on this one because it's not a train, it's an accessory. Take the handbrake off on this one because we're going to go driving. Brake is cut. Is that cut out or cutting? Cut out, so we need to cut that brake back in. Forgetting there. So awesome. So where the starter really is on this one, that I've got it hotkeyed, it's actually there. So there we go. That's the real starter location for this locomotive. We're going to be truly realistic. Right, that's off, that's off. Get a bit of illumination. Into a forward gear. Right, we are going to B. To B or not to B. So we're going to go left here, 3D, reverse back into B, because we're going to be heading south for the sawmill. Right, so set our route. So we're going to come out of here, keep right. Come here, keep right. Down to sawmill. So we need to check City West is set for us. So that's on to keep right, we want it on to keep left. Those two don't matter. And we are going to sawmill B3I, so we can set that as well. So we're going to come in from the north. So we're going to keep left, keep left, keep left into B. Going to keep left, keep right, B3I. Going to have to watch as we approach, make sure there isn't anything on 3I. So we're a machine factory and we are picking up from B50. So once we come through here, it's going to be keep right, into B, keep right, keep right, keep right, keep left, B50. So that's as much prep as we can do. Brake pressures are good. Let's get a move on. Get hooked up to this job, and we can hand it in and get out of here. Not so worried about this at the moment because this is the passenger terminal and it's always empty. Just coast here. How much fuel we got? We've got half a tank in this one. Probably got a bit more in the second D6. Of course the DH4 will have loads in it. Where's my torch? There it is. Let that charge back up. There we go. Means everything's nicely fully charged, so if we should need it, well, we will need the remote because we're always using that thing. There's our signal. And some good brakey. Into reverse. Don't quite have much throttle. in the first go. Reason for not applying too much throttle, it does cause wheel slip. We don't want wheel slip. Less of a problem in the dry, more of a problem in the wet. And that is just the way it is. There we go. Now forgive me, I've got a drink on the go. Nice white monster with ice cubes in it. Because it is far too hot for my liking. I much prefer the cold. So, B50. B50, and that looks like it's potentially our job there. So signals all looking set correctly, so I definitely did that right for a change. The reason I'm so desperate to get the caboose is the last thing we need to pick up. So we've got all the equipment now accessible to us, and the caboose will help us with really long trains. I mean, this thing, weight-wise, this job isn't even a challenge. We could take just the DH4 on this comfortably. It's better than there's a couple of good jobs going somewhere, and we can take them. Step off here. Oh, it's not that blue cable it's I want, it's that one. There we go. And that one's facing forward. That one's facing forward. So of course it's at the back end. Go hand this job in. Flick it over to Ford. It's disappointing that it's the only job we've got going, but it's going the way we want to be going, which is a bonus. So nice and easy. Get our train rolling and go play catch up. See the lovely smoke there of the train. Awesome. So as the saying goes, let's get the flock out of here. I'm not worried about the weight or the length. It's 66 meters, 230 tons. Yeah, I'm not even going to consider it. We've pulled far bigger things than this, far heavier things than this. We've done a 3,000 ton load. We've done 2 1-kilometer trains. This thing's nothing. We're still going to watch our speed. I'm just not so worried about it. It's going to be a flicker up the speed, let it go. Brakes are going to work lovely. We don't have to worry about slowing down overly early. But again, I'm not just going to floor it and go, yeah, we're going to do 90 with this and throw it around corners at ridiculous speeds. Now we're on a downhill slope. Let it roll. Let it roll. Let's go have some fun. And get to see another vehicle. Or another part of a vehicle I've never seen before. I've never seen the caboose. Never used it. This is going to be a first for me. Looking forward to it because it's going to allow that signal range of that wireless controller to extend even further for us. So we can put it at the back where we're going to start to lose signal. It's going to boost signal. We can put stuff in it as well from what I've read on it. So it's not overly heavy, it's not overly long. It's going to add a little bit of length and weight to our jobs. Nothing we can't handle. Here we go, coming down this lovely slope. 60 limit. .60 limit ahead, so we'll just hold this dynamic brake. Should be on a keep right ahead, I think. Let me just check. Yep, should be a keep right this. Yep, keep right. A little bit more dynamic brake. All about just watching that speed. Right, heading to a plus 0.6. Looking forward to just let it roll for a little bit. Around here. So let me work out what our length actually is whilst I'm letting this roll down the hill. So we are 66.45. Now those that know me know my mental arithmetic sucks. So I'm going to grab my calculator. So 12.9 for the DH4, 18.6 for the two D6s, 16.8 for the slug, and 66.45. We're 133 meters long. So whilst we're doing this, let's go for 140, because why the heck not? Better be a little bit over, and a little bit under. Look at that, we're doing nearly 80 now. We're now at an 80, there's going to be becoming a decreasing speed as we head towards City West, which we know is a 30 corner. So a little bit of brake, let the speed come down. And for a 60 now. A little bit more brake, bring it down a little bit quicker. We're on a keep left, which we want. We know that's going to be a 30 corner. So a bit more dynamic. We want the speed to be coming down now. There we go. There's our warning that it's a 30. So we didn't know that. We were going to approach that at 60. We could be in very big trouble very, very quickly. Still going a little bit quick, still not that bad. Let the dynamic brake off there, just roll it around the corner. All about that speed management. My memory serves right, this is quite a tight right turn next towards Sawmill. So we're going to have a look at this as we approach it. I'm not 100% convinced on what the speed is, so I'm just going to keep the speed down. There's our first indication of what the speed might be. We are on a 20. Right, I was right. So again, we need to bring that speed down. We're on a right, as we can see with the switch setter. God save that thing, because that's when you can see the signals actually correct. So very slow calling this one. Derailed at this one before. Not going this way, it was going from the opposite direction, coming around to go to Sawmill this way. My very, very first derail that was. Just wasn't paying attention, trying to get the boot down and messed up. So that's the 40. Get a little bit of throttle on. Get us back up towards 25. As we can really see, it's not a particularly long train. There we go, we've cleared it. Can get up to 40 now. Now you can look at some of these corners and go, well, it's just the turn that's the slower speed. Yes it is, but do you really want to risk derailing? That's the question. Can you afford just to wait? There's the 80 sign. Start it here. Just a touch before it, but the track's straight enough for it. Not even doing 40 yet, so there we go. I'll put the hammer down. Nope, 50 ahead now. There we can see out of the window, that is City West. Oh, 30. Most likely be that corner ahead, but I'm just not going to take that risk. I'm a slight uphill, so I'm going to keep a bit of throttle on. Just see our fuel gauge there in the bottom left corner of the screen, just under half. So we're not burning a lot. It's been mostly downhill to here. Easy times. Another notch of throttle. Again, it's a lot of what this game is about. It's just managing that speed, managing your pace, managing the momentum. Keep the momentum going as much as you can. That's what fuel saves. That's where you start earning the big bucks. You get the big profit because you're fuel saving, you're managing all that momentum, keeping it going, using the minimum amount of throttle that you need. See, I'm seeing there that the gradient's coming off. So we can afford now to reduce the throttle to maintain our speed. Dropped a little bit, kick it up another little notch. React early. Dropped again and kick it up another little notch. I should be clear of that, so we're now on a 40, so let's get up to 45. That'd be nice to get this job handed in with the bonus. It's not going to be huge. There's 50. I think we can just afford to keep the throttle in. At this pace, no need to actually floor it. It's nice to see the other parts of the track as well. See the stations we don't visit that often. Keep it in. Keep it going. 40 with an increasing speed. I'll drop it down. Okay, lovely down there. Don't want to be derailing around here because you will go sliding down the hill. That starts costing a lot of money to recover back up, as I well know. Those that have seen my video where I did Derail, that ended up costing an absolute freaking fortune. I thought that was going to end the series there. One mistake. It's how quickly it can be done. And there's people out there that want to do it, that use the physics engine to pick up, say, a petroleum load and derail it just to watch the explosions. Well, part and parcel of the game. That's what you enjoy. No problem. I'm just trying to make this as a realistic. I'm trying to make it viable. So we're at 1.9 million now. Effectively, we are doing very, very well. We're over halfway towards our finishing goal of 3 million. That's the only real goal after we pick up this caboose. It's the only thing we've got left to do. It's literally that. Earn money. At that point, we'll be pause the series till something new comes out and go from there. The reason I'm stopping at 3 million, it gives us options then for when we come back to buy new engines, pay for any new licenses, because these new trains are going to have new licenses. I've dropped a lot of speed there, I'm gassing away. So new licenses, new everything like that. Also means we got money to mess around with other things they might be putting into the game. Because you never know. Never know what's really next. And here we are at Sawmill. So, reminder, we're dropping at B3I. B3I is looking clear. Awesome. So where is the station? I missed it. There it is, or I left. Right, okay. In comes our train. Because it's not that long. There we go. You've always got to have handbrake on to be able to hand the job in. You don't need to necessarily disconnect to hand the job in, but if you're going to depart, you want it disconnected. Right, so we're down here at Sawmill. We're going to be going across here. So first off, awesome. Nice 20,000. That's probably covered our fees of just getting across here. So what have we got? We got 2 jobs going to harbour and 1 going to food factory. Obviously food factory one's paying more because it's further away. Food factory up here, harbour's only down here. So do we take the jobs or do we just run the caboose? Or run across, get the caboose. Maybe swing up into Forest South? Pick up something from there? Do something a little bit different? Yeah, why not? Let's go to Forest. Go get the caboose and go to Forest South. I think that's a nice little plan for us. So we shall get out of here. Awesome. Right, let's have a look at our signals. So we're going to be able to keep right there. That one doesn't matter. And we're keeping our eye out then for this little one here for Forest South. But we do want to be going into Forest South. So I do want to change that one. So we're going to go left there. Up into Forest South, and we'll decide what we're doing properly from there. So fat Forest South, so just let the train just roll away a little bit. It's going to be able to keep left into B, keep right, keep left. We're on a straight through effectively. Right, happy days. So we're going to park up there and decide what we're doing. Right, we're on a 40 on a big downhill. Woo! Away we go. With a less of an angle, but as you can see we're still at 2% now. So just managing that speed again. The good thing with dynamic brakes on these DE6 is it is really easy, once you get used to them, to keep a nice control of your train. There we go, we're on a 60. We'll get the brake off and just let gravity do the work. Once we pass the first signal, that's where we need to start looking for the slip road on the left. So we're doing that. I'll actually bring that down into a 70 now. It's warning us it's a 60 with an uphill. On a right, yep. So we want to be going. The first one is a right. Let's have a look. We are on a 40 for the right. Awesome. Still on an uphill, so a little bit of power in. Sure what that was. Scenery here is beautiful. I do love it. Keep our eyes open for this other bit of track that we're looking for, because as we've now passed round here on towards this way, that it's in this sort of mountain range over here that we're going to be finding it. That's what we're looking for. And we've dropped a bit of speed there because I've not been paying attention. We're still on an uphill. As we're not running a job, we don't need to worry about time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the future of Derail Valley. It's going to be a more farming simulator coming soon as well. Be back on the Daggerman multi-farm very, very soon. I've not seen this sidetrack yet. I think it might be this one here actually. Yes, it is. You see the little hut there. Good thing for the caboose, we do not need to pick it up. Once we uncover it, we can use our walkie-talkie to summon it. There we go, around Reginald's garage. And this is the caboose. There's a caboose loose about our house. 2.2 tons. 13.1 meters. So, let's have a look inside. We have a bed for sleeping. A sink. Storage spaces. Nice. Our own career management keys so we can pay off our licenses and everything. Awesome. Desk to sort out. Brake pipe gauge. Oh, very, very nice. You've got a little shower. A shower or... no, that's a toilet. handbrake out of the rear. So, yep, this also doubles up as a wireless booster extender. Awesome. I think that's a little cooker as well. I think that's cute. I love the fact you can interact with a lot of this. That's nice. That's just a seat. So good utilising vehicle. We'll certainly make use of it. Right. Brake off. Off we go. Off to Forest South. Get a bit of a hammer down now. Get up there. I appreciate this video is pushing on a bit again. I've been requested to see more of what I'm actually doing, so that's what I'm trying to do. And it does mean some of these videos are not going to be as in depth of getting things done. But it's what it is. So I'll get us up to Forest South. We shall call that an episode. Next episode we shall be looking at what we're taking from Forest South and going from there. So we should be looking at a left turn coming up. Yep, left turn just shot up on the switch setter. Awesome. I love that thing. Good early indication before you can even see the sign of what way this switch is set. So if you know where you are, awesome. The fact it works and adjusts for going forward and backwards as well to the relevant switches. Beautiful. Alright, so we're on to a 60 on the left. Let's kick up some power. I appreciate our fuel level. Not looking great. But it is not a concern. Oh, excuse me. It is not a concern. We've got another DH6 behind us and a DH4. That will do for getting us, if we need to, and we can operate them from this cab. We can use them to get us on and get these jobs done so we can get to a repair place. Awesome. I still haven't looked into what the items are required to add to this, so we could potentially drop the DH4 and still work it on remote. Right, we are coming into Forest South. Yeah, Forest South now. Bring that speed down. We don't need to be going that frickin' quick. There's our station on the right. Looks like there's a few jobs here. Probably some of them going to the sawmill. But we shall see. Once we decide what we're doing, turn it off, put the handbrake on. Right, this is us, Forest South. Oh, lovely. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.